Omicron. It sounds like a supervillain name, and it may be appropriately given to the newest variant of concern of COVID-19. Now, from the 22nd to the 23rd of November, the cases in South Africa of just COVID in general went from 312 to 18,000 within one day. And this variant was identified shortly after. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what Omicron is, why we're worried about it, and what we don't know yet, and the likely response as a result. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sermed, and I am a doctor working in London. I make videos about health, about celebrity health, about education. If that's something you're into, you want to expand your horizons, and you've got questions or even suggestions, hit the sub button, you will stay informed. So what is Omicron and why are we so worried about it? Well, the actual name is B11529, and it was identified through PCR testing on around about the 11th and the 14th in Botswana and South Africa. The reason why it became so significant is it's got 30 mutations in its spike protein, which is one of the most virulent, i.e. dangerous parts of the virus, which it uses to kind of stick onto human cells. It's also part of the virus that the vaccine works against. Now, many of these mutations have been found in other variants and have been shown already to increase the virus's evasiveness and infectivity. Now, having all of them together makes it a very worrisome combination, especially in combination with this increase in number of cases that we've seen in South Africa. Now, it could be that a coincidence, it could be a super spreader event that has happened around the same time, and that is yet to be known. But it's still very worrying. Now, experts suggest that this Omicron variant could be up to 500% more infective than the Delta variant, which was 60% more effective than the Alpha variant. And actually, the European Committee has suggested that the risk could be high to very high if this becomes allowed to go into the community. Now, the Delta variant also was identified from South Africa when it first came out, and actually their rate of vaccination is very low. It's about 1/3 of the country's population, and it's felt that these variants could be allowed to be produced when people can't clear the original infection, and essentially the virus will use the body as kind of a gym to allow itself to breed more and more mutations. But the issue is not with the number of vaccines in South Africa. It's actually the fact that there is a lot of vaccine hesitancy with parts of the population not wanting to come forward and get their vaccine. They've actually had enough vaccine for the last week or 2 weeks to be able to vaccinate all of their adult population, but they're just not coming forward. So what do we not know about Omicron already, which is very important? We actually don't know how dangerous it is. We don't know what its mortality rate is yet, and we don't know how evasive it is to vaccines. The thing is, if we do wait for that data, it would be likely that the Omicron would have already spread and we would be chasing it. And even the fact that when we've already identified the virus, it's likely a few steps ahead of us in the first place, since it is just so infectious. And that leads us on to the likely response, which will be to really lock things down as much as possible. The authorities will be looking to do. The UK has already taken action to restrict travel from 6 countries and put them on the red list. That includes South Africa, Eswatini, Lesotho, Namibia, and Zimbabwe. Now, other European countries have limited and restricted access as well, since this variant has already been found in over 7 or 8 different countries compared to where it was originally detected. That means that the spread has been so much faster than with the Delta variant, which can spread over months, and this seems to be spreading over kind of days and weeks. So overall, there could be consequences for Christmas, for further lockdowns, further restrictions. The UK has already reintroduced wearing masks as a mandatory policy in trains and also in supermarkets. And it's likely things will get more and more strict as more cases emerge. There have only been 2 cases so far in the UK, but again, we are chasing this virus a few steps behind, so there could be, and likely is, more of it in the communities already. So I hope you found this video useful. If you do have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. I will do my best to respond, and I will see you in the next one. You can check out some of my other videos here if you're interested. The music video that I released recently was very unique and features one of these ducks on a slightly lighter note, the magic duck. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you later. Peace.